And we are live. Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Doc back with another Red Dead 2 video, or live stream. Just testing to make sure the volume is working. Okay, I think it is. I got a new mic, so that's the main reason. I just wanted to make sure everything's working as always. We're just hanging out here around camp. Because last episode we just moved to this new camp area. Um, so let's just look around a bit. Oh, shit.
How you doing, old friend? It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there.
Second. I'm just going to change one thing here with the audio. Turn the game volume up a little bit. That should help a bit. I find the game is a little bit quiet.
We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's going to be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Okay, so
Come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
let's ride up or saddle up. Ride up.
My days are looking good and long.
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing. Come on.
Let's feed the horse a bit there. And we're off.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So
We always need money.
especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch? We've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for Hosea, you'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like
I'm excited to go
law out there.
fishing.
Play it cool.
I enjoy it. But first,
easy.
we gotta do this part of the mission.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country. you
They
have
seem
here.
friendly.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
No. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. But he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted, man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big
This mouthpiece.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. What are you doing? Come on, hurry. Put that thing away. Hurry up, David. Faster, come on. What's your name, sir? No, I need them alive.
So what are these feds wanted for?
Don't shoot them. Tortured two fellers to within an inch of their lives. We've been after them for 5 years or more now. Oh, Lord, I blocked the darn wagon. He'll blame it on me for sure.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make.
Hey, cut that out. Look at you two fellas all Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train. Will you stop that? Get alongside that flat carriage.
Okay, so I'll jump on over here.
Me. Because you ride like my grandmother. You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! You bastard! Damn fool!
Now let's get the other two, is it? I think it's two more.
Don't lose them! Stop!
I don't think that's gonna work at all. I thought it might, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Run! Don't let them get away! Bastard! You damn bastard!
Get the hell away from me.
Let's punch him right in the fucking face.
Have this! Go! Get after them!
How dare he knock off my hat?
Running ain't gonna help. I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Come on! Come on! Just don't kill him.
You sure?
Bad
This deputy is useless.
Need some gin? Come on. I don't think I can open the door from the outside.
Of course he can't.
Talking now, huh?
Wait, where's my hat?
Is everything all right in there?
Well,
There we go.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Well, just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
Yeah, it would have been nice to have some help, jackass.
Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in. Come on.
Anders Anderson.
Fine job. Well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, I just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Hold. Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes.
I always liked Rhodes. It's a nice little town.
Parlor house.
It's not as good as Valentine, but I still like it.
We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Hey, fellas.
Okay, he's literally done nothing.
Sooner you get
Except,
off
I guess, stop the train. But he didn't even do that. I think he just told the driver to stop.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
Not my friend here.
Your friend is free to go. No more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
That's a mustache.
Honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Grays, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, married cousins, not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
I can't think we're gonna be that safe.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Or I don't. Let me reword that. I can't think the Dutch would think they're that safe. I mean, they haven't really moved that far.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Yeah, let's go fishing.
Oh, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Balls blew up the size of balloons before it died. Yeah.
Come on now, boy.
So I can't use any weapons or fight anyone in roads. But I might try to start a fight, because that never stopped me before.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Let's talk about Trelawney.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
He is kind of a mysterious figure. Like they said, he's never really around until he needs to be. And then he shows up.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Okay, here we are.
Some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
Be nice to go on a boat. Those are always fun to use.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
So I don't know how long this stream will be. I guess if you're watching in video, you'll know, but I usually stream for around an hour and a half.
Like a fine vessel.
But I'm just trying to get this back in the swing of things. So it may not be as long as normal.
Fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Okay, here we go. Let me roll. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the
Plus, to be honest, I'm not feeling the best.
stupid fish.
So this will probably be shorter.
What about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Okay.
Where's your rod, Arthur?
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much...
Okay, there we go.
Like a sturgeon.
Strong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
You got something biting, Arthur. Nice.
Oh.
You hooked him.
I love how peaceful fishing is in this.
There we go. Ah, I should have had that one.
There we go.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. There he is. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Ah, this again?
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Got one. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Not bad, Arthur.
That'll grill up nice. Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not welcome there.
Over tall trees and great plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. We're getting the hang of this.
Keeping that one, eh?
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can
No,
only
really?
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Fish on the line, Arthur.
There you go. That's a nice one.
Worth keeping, that one.
Okay, this must soon be over, this part. Don't get me wrong, I like fishing, but I've caught like 5.
It looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
That's on the hook, Arthur.
So yeah, I think actually I probably will end it after this mission. I know this is quite a short stream compared to normal, but I'm just not feeling that well.
Good job, Arthur.
I wanted to really just test it out, to be honest, my new mic.
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one.
What happens if I...
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right, decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
They'll find their way back.
Follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we three poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Hey, that is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this ground, round, round, round. We care not for the marshal
Oops.
to our state's disdain, but we care for the
This is one of my favorite missions because of the fact that you just see them. You see them outside of a serious situation. I mean, we do go after those criminals at first, but after this, you get to hear a whole bunch of fun stories, and they start shooting. And it's just a different pace compared to everything else.
All right. I think I mean, we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. Now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
So, yeah, that will be the final mission today. I know this is a shorter stream, but like I said, I'm just not feeling good right now. So, yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, to like and subscribe. And if you're rewatching this on Twitch, please consider giving me a follow. That would be nice. And thanks for making me part of your day. And enjoy the rest of your day.
Whatever you do, don't follow in your pa's footsteps.
Yeah, see you, folks.